gentlemen, welcome back once again to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Sinazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, today's video, it's about an expose on how the village stooges, and mostly from Nyabohanse, usually think. I want to give you an illustration of the most two videos of their own to tell you what they think from their mind, and how they perceive Amarwa by the family. And those are the two things that really make them go berserk and go AWOL, because they cannot believe it. It's also a kind of a confirmation. It's either these things are coming from their own parents, or they're doing that one at the blessings of their parents that go and tell us this, and other villagers too. And number three, and because now they were chased from the villa, they have no control. They cannot dine with other people because they've really burned bridges and boundaries, making them a persona non grata. And that's the reasons why they have to do this way. The effect of that and the repercussions of that going forward is that they have degenerated in other kind of vexations that are so stale and archaic in terms of content creation, because they are now rebelling. To show their anger and emotion, this is how they decided to rebel. So before I give illustration using those videos, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. And my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after a break. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Sinazak and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in straight away, lest we forget. Guys, I'd listened to Mogiesi, and what Mogiesi was saying itself have me to think and engage my mind, and took me back to read the Kenyan Constitution as far as matter land is concerned. And being that the issue of land itself is so emotive in Kenya, because you cannot talk of land and threaten somebody of land, sometimes it brings out clashes. And again, referring somebody to be a foreigner in his own land, and the land that somebody has just bought by his own money, and have a proper paper and documentation to show and to prove you so. It got me thinking big time. But before I let you know what I came out with from the Constitution itself, there's a principle we call the willing buyer, the willing seller. And before I delve deep into that concept, let's watch its Mogiesi through this video. Then I will come and put everything to perspective.
We are the villagers. Remember, you are the foreigners. Maybe at a given moment, your family purchase the land of my grandfather. At any given moment, we cannot give out the title deed. We cannot give out the number of the plot. You are the foreigners. You are like refugees to us. We can chase you like Safari Rally.
That is Mogiesi.
So be smart, my friend.
They cannot live as a squatter in their own village. Tagging it out with the reasoning that Amarwa and the family are foreigner in that land. You know, you have to think, you know, if you want to chase somebody from a particular place, first of all, tag them names. For them to be alien to this land. Secondly, concoct all other kind of stories, make them so hungry, or certain times you descend to witchcraft. So all these things, the villagers of Nyabohanse who didn't see that the parcels of land belongs to them, have used witchcraft, have used propaganda, have used the issue of lands and other kinds of talks to chase Ayamaro people from their land that they bought from their ancestors. It has not worked. Then now, it has digressed to these Gintu things. If you hear Mogiesi talk, he's talking from a point of view where the parents themselves and the elder themselves has got a blessing in that information. And therefore, Mogiesi was being used as a conduit to pass the information to Ayamaro. I hope Ayamaros and the family have all the documentations of their pieces of land and parcels of land intact together. This was a time bomb that Ayamaros saw. That having a huge number of trucks and developing in that area where poverty itself is stricken, it will be a time bomb. And that's why Ayamaro decided to come back on a journey to uplift the society, help them grow together and build them houses. But the society and that community itself rejected. Because Ayamaro foresaw it that at one point, these people will come for him. These people sometimes might form other kind of vigilantes that might be a menace in the society. Now, Mogiesi has started. What Mogiesi is saying in that village, if I hear him so well, Mogiesi is saying that he wants all the land that they sold to Ayamaro. They want the land back. And that's actually what I'm hearing. Well, I want to juxtapose what Mogiesi is saying and lamenting to what the Constitution itself is saying. There is a concept that we call the willing seller, willing buyer. You are at liberty and free to sell your own land and dispose your own land to whoever you like, how you like it, and the prices. Government doesn't control. While, after doing that, so long as there is a paperwork, a documentation, and therefore the land board already satisfied, then the land board are the one to endorse your disposal of the property. So was it agreed by the land board for the land to be sold? Yes. Was Ayamaro acquired the proper documentation? Yes. The title deed? Yes. Therefore, what is the reasons and what is the essence of Mogiesi ranting? Perhaps other people have met somewhere because they want to vanquish Ayamaro out. That could be the problem. The problem again that they cannot understand is like the sporadic kind of a growth that that family experiences. And now they have realized that their negativity are not paying anymore because the negative people who are paying them, sometimes others have left them, it has diminished, or they've been left alone to survive. Now what they want to claim, because they're sitting pretty, they're not working, their assets out, now they come to vent of what belonged to their forefathers. And their forefathers disposed of, not you. Therefore, you have got not the rightful to claim it because the equipment was already done and the ownership really changed. So you either get it or you don't get it, or you get out from that village itself because Ayamaro is no longer moving anywhere. So the rightful owner of that property is Ayamaro and the Ayamaro family going forward. So you cannot. Unless, if you want, go to the court and you know all the system. The land was bought long time ago. For you to have buying it back, revaluation must be done, being that the land itself normally appreciates. So if the whole of your family can repossess back the land through the court system, therefore you'll have to pay the current trend and the current rates. Is it possible? So Mogiesi is fighting a lost battle. The second you cannot do it. It's about Gintu big time going forward. When Gintu was ranting, he was ranting about Jamaican uncle. That is what is called the Pedede uncle, because everybody that comes to the village to visit Ayamaro, they term it to Pedede. They've tried so much to get a connotations of Pedede or any other kind of juxtaposing that can really suit, so that Ayamaro's and the visitors and everybody around Amara will be taken inside the bars. Because the issue of PDD, it has never worked and it will never happen. Because it's a narrative whose time has come to elapse, a cake reasoning that is no longer reasoning well with other people. Perhaps let's listen to Gintu runs, then I will come back and put everything into its own perspective. So stay tuned and read it keenly between the lines going forward.
The Didi uncle is back unto the village. The Didi uncle is back to the village. And I just discovered one of the things that are going to be playing here, so as you can just see where they are going to settle and wait for their Didism to continue. Here it's the clip. Riot!
Let me take a picture. Let me take a picture. Somebody waiting.
Guys, from this section, you have just seen they're now going to pause at a certain corner and waiting, and it's a very dark place. I got a footage yesterday and it was very, very fantastic because at night, that's how now the session is ongoing. And this is what we always talk about. Why come to Africa? Why come to Kenya? And why specifically you are coming to Nyabohanse? Because you know what you have just left in Nyabohanse. You know that you have some of the small ladies that you want to antagonize, and you want to kind of turn. You want to candle them. And this is the real fact. Now, this kind of the people from Jamaica right now, they are coming to invade Nyabohanse because of our young ladies who are just onto this position. And this is the real fact that is ongoing. And they are headed up because you cannot come in Africa. You cannot come and say that I want to have a certain lady so that I can go and do shekere, 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 baby, shekere. It doesn't happen because you should have a person who is coming from the same village. And I talk about the Kenge firstborn is the one who is always maneuvering with them, making sure that they are going to certain corners that they know. This is a corner that is having some influence of the Shekere or the 360 or, you know, let me tell you a story. I'm just imagining how the Didi uncle, whenever he goes to look to be antagonized, to look for something that he can just talk about, let me trigger, let me know if my cucumbers and the pears gonna be rectifying, let me know if where I can just go and change some oil. And this is the real fact now. They are coming to Africa where they know money is everything. Where they know if you are given money, it's an exchange of fluids. Where you are given money, it's an exchange of cucumbers. Whenever you are given money, it's an exchange of 360. And it's only you who will just be doubted. How many rounds?
Quite unfortunate. We have to agree. And you know the reasons why he has to run that way. Because he no longer can access the villa. He no longer can dine with who and who. And Makiu, the person who is calling P. is the one who gifted him the GoPro. That's Jamaican uncle. Because he can no longer get to the close proximity to Jamaican uncle and enjoy the bromance and enjoy the awesome cuisine. So it's Gintu must always go a wall and Pasek. It is actually operative kind of a signature of a glitz of Gintu that whenever he has burned the bridges with anybody, it's Gintu will come ranting about you and has got already name to baptize you and will say all manner of things to belittle you and also to show emotion and dissatisfaction. Yet, is on the wrong side. So let me put something. The reason for that rant is like, it's Gintu never want Jamaican uncle to come back to the village because he feels threatened, because he feels so bad when Mayugno walks with Jamaican uncle, and that's what he's referring. The Kenge firstborn, I am a firstborn. That's Mayugno. He feels so bad when Jamaican uncle or any other kind of visitor comes to the village, trust Mayugno so much. Therefore, they have to give Mayugno's name. They have like to dislike Mayugno going forward. That is the essence here. Because they think all the blessings that Jamaican uncle will come with or any other kind of visitors meant for village, Mayugono will take. And they are Amarwa, close proximity friends or proxies. So this is why they are ranting and saying all manner of things. Number two, they know when Jamaican uncle is in the villa and comes to Nyabohanse, they know Jamaican uncle usually comes with the goodies. And this goodie, Jamaican's uncle will leave to the villa. And now that Jamaican uncle comes to the villa, there is more goodies that are coming to the villa. And these are the things that Gintu doesn't want. The reason is being, Gintu is now running a platform of, of helping the needy with his sanitary towel. And he wants to be helped. And he doesn't know how to stay calm and talk to people and bring on the sponsors to help him. Now, it's begrudging people who are getting help by other people. For instance, asking Jamaican uncle why Jamaican uncle asks to come to Africa. If you juxtapose it with what Kung Fanta is saying, that Amarwa should not be the reasons why any other visitors should come to Africa. Now you see the connotations and you see the juxtaposition, the correlations. This is where they normally get their feed-up program being inserted in their mind, then to start attacking somebody elsewhere in the name of fruits and in the name of Kung Fanta manufacture a vent or manufacture a lie. Then this kind of lie will be circulated among the lazy gang. Then they spin. So the conduit hearing again, it is Gintu to pass that information to fight Jamaican uncle to leave. Unless you don't know who Jamaican uncle is, he's no longer living anywhere. Nyabohanse is free, he can travel anywhere, he's free to move anywhere, he has got that liberty where he wants, at what time. He doesn't use your money. Jamaican uncle is using his own paraphernalia to come to Africa and anywhere. So, Jamaican uncle was not a pedidi when you're friends. Jamaican uncle was traveling to Africa and you're friends. That one was good. But because now you are not friends, you are distant, so Jamaican uncle is no longer required to travel in Africa. What a double speak. Now it tells you, when the friendship itself has been vanquished, then people descend low to this level of Gintu because of frustration. Because the content itself has diminished, now Gintu must look for a content for him to stay relevant on this course. And this is the reasons why they have to behave this way. Perhaps, let me know what you're thinking at this comment section. Until next time, this is Senior Zach. So let's meet the next one.